not gonna let you see it. Not gonna let you see it.
Damn. Damn.
No way. This thing is huge.
Wow.
Those are some big wheels. Really big
They
wheels.
look like the same machine. I think
Those are not gonna fit in the trailer. It's not gonna fit in the trailer.
Oh, it'll fit in the trailer.
It's
Wow.
5.5 inch. 16.5 inches on the nose.
Jeez.
Wow. That turned out amazing.
I even tried to clean the tank a little bit. I just took a buff. So like, it was all
That turned out
oversprayed.
amazing. Man, we got a performer, huh?
Looks good. If it runs as good as it looks.
Those control arms turned out badass.
You didn't think it would be this, did you? I didn't think it would be. Trust me, I didn't think it would be this because I spent more time staring at it than I probably have work.
I think that was a good idea with those red.
Oh, got
That pops.
that.
Not my best paint job. I'm not super thrilled with the paint, but
Yeah, I think with the
there's enough paint on there that I know it'll never rust again because I probably painted it and resanded it 5 times.
It looks
Badass.
amazing.
So.
Total transformation.
Not the Sandsniper you brought here.
no. It's a hell of a different rake on it.
Yeah, she's a little bit longer now,
Yeah.
but it'll probably handle better too. I don't think there's that. With as long as the swing arm is in the front.
That was the issue. Is the swing arm was coming up and hitting the back of the seat.
I don't think this thing will hit anything. You know what I mean? And the shocks, these were it's a set of shocks I had from my YFZ, so I just figured I'd use some. It'd be one less thing I have to take to Tennessee with me. So, I mean, we're probably gonna have to adjust some preload, but it's got clickers and everything. They're fully adjustable.
Oh my God, thank you. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Alright.
Yeah, we were playing.
Yeah. That looks badass.
So he gets the pass through and we'll put the belts in. Once I get the seat in, I gotta put the throttle rod in and then the electrical box, and I'll get it wired up. I'm trying to make it so the electrical box from your seat, you just kinda reach down and start up. What's that?
Where's the gear thing gonna be?
There's no gear.
Oh, wait.
There's no reverse. You have to get it.
Straight ahead. It's all go, no stop.
Does it have neutral now?
No. No. All right, first start. happening, guys? JD at JD's Custom Buggies. I believe this is video number 6 on the number 26. So as of the last video, we got the roll cage done. We had it as a roller. Took it all back apart again, painted it. The painting gave us a little bit of a fit here and there. I ended up pretty much resanding it and painting it a couple of times. Just tried out a new paint, something I hadn't used, but I had it in the shop. One of my vendors said it's the best paint ever, and we tried it out, and it was just kind of giving us fits. So we finally got through that, let it sit for a couple of days, and then Friday evening, today's Sunday, Friday evening, we rolled it in and started assembly on the whole thing. So we'll give you a look real quick. Boom. I just took it for a test drive. We just put the motor in this morning, did a compression check on it. She's showing about 230 pounds at 4 cranks, which is pretty good, pretty much on par, on average, where it should be. Just to get up and down the street. Nothing too hard, just wanted to check the jetting out. Definitely gonna have to jet up just a little bit, she's hungry. But we got it all together here. Motor turned out really good. If, like I was saying, if it looked as good as it was gonna run, then she's gonna be fast. So motor's basically everything you need for the rules of MBX, which is a 61 millimeter choice of cam, you know, any carb or whatnot, but you know, the 61 millimeter rule, no stroker, is basically where we stick at, and that's just keep it affordable. If you have an internal reverse motor from like Hammerhead or Trailmaster, then you wouldn't be able to get a stroker crank. So we're just trying to keep a level playing field, but you could bump those motors up to 61 millimeter, which is why we're doing what we're doing. Wheels and tires, we got DWT, blue labels, front and rear. Decided to match it up with a set of hole shots. We're running 20s in the back, so 20, 11, 10 in the back, 22, 11, 7 in the, 22, 7, 10 in the front. As far as the shocks go, these are shocks I had basically laying around that didn't have use. I didn't really want to order anything. So the Polaris shocks were a spare set of shocks that I had sitting in my race trailer. The bushings were real good on them and everything. We just put them in the front. That's what I built the machine to. I really like these shocks. As far as a coilover or whatnot, ATV shock, I like them a lot, especially in the fronts. The rears, I'm trying something new with. I just happen to have some takeoffs from a YFZ, actually my YFZ. So instead of waiting around trying to get another set of Polaris shocks or whatnot, we decided to go ahead and try these out and see how they do. They should do pretty good, actually. If we hadn't discussed it before, the swing arm is lengthened just a little bit to give it some more wheelbase, keep the seat away from the motor away from the seat at full compression. We use Heim joints, lop off the bushings, and we use Heim joints there. They're replaceable. They're easy to adjust. If anything gets tweaked or bent, you can kind of, I like Heim joints everywhere I can put them, just because if something gets tweaked or bent, then there's a good chance that you can tweak it back out with a Heim joint. We used his tank. This is the stock BMS Sandsniper tank. I think I'm going to rip this tab off because it vibrates. In fact, here, I'll do it right. I don't want, let me take a look at it before I rip it off and just break the tank. But this thing vibrates like a son of a gun. It's driving me crazy. I'll take care of that later. Tank is super light. I ended up just kind of buffing it up a little bit. It didn't come out perfect, but the way it came, it had like overspray all over it and everything. So it's got some swirl marks in it, but it kind of makes it look, I don't know, brushed. Maybe not. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit. Go up to the front. Of course, whole front end has been, you know, fabricated here. You've been keeping progress with the videos. We did put some steering stops in the rack just to keep from the overturn, but that should be good. We probably still have to adjust the toe a little bit. Full steering shaft, quick release steering wheel, so we can get in and out. This is something that when we made the steering shaft, his wasn't usable, the stock one. I couldn't use the hub, the whole steering wheel. Fortunately, I had got, again, just something else I luckily had lying around the shop with a spacer that worked out perfect for us. So we just incorporated this into the whole deal, kind of make it easy to get in and out of, but not easy. get on and off. There we go. Got it wired. I did the wiring yesterday. Like all the other MBX buggies or most of them, basically I simplify everything down to what's just necessary. Going for like the minimalist approach. Everything is in the box. There's no battery on a swing arm. Everything is in the box. We have a WPS Featherlight lithium battery. It's in the box with the solenoid. So it leaves me enough room to basically wire things out. If this cover has to come off, these are some cool boxes that I found where there's no screws in them. I used to get them from Home Depot. The screws would go and they strip out. You'd lose the screw, put another screw in. Next thing you know, the screws are just popping out. These are kind of cool because these plastic screw things, the box is threaded, but they actually stay in the lid of the box at all times. So you never have to worry about dropping anything, losing anything. A couple of turns and everything pops right off. I'm trying out this. I tried this out on the 45. We're going to give this a shot on this also. And basically, it's just a on-off interrupter. It's wired to be an interrupter for the CDI, and that's what turns it on and off. And then the start button, boom. The start button's live all the time. I didn't wire the light in. We tried that on the 45 and found out quickly that there was enough bleed in there or draw from the light that it was killing the battery. So we didn't put the light. There's no lights hooked up to this at all as far as the dash switch. The rectifiers are mounted outside the box because as the motor's running and the system is charging, these do tend to get warm. So being placed on top of the box like this, it catches a lot of air. And keeps it cooled down. You don't want to mount that under a cover or anything. Even if you look at your bone stock buggies from day one, 90% of them, the rectifier is mounted somewhere outboard of any covers or anything to catch air. And then last but not least, I did make a call to Justin, the owner, and when it came time and I started assembling the motor, and I said, there's two things I got to ask you about, and this is going to be the price difference, yada, yada, yada. But everybody else in the class is basically at this point running the Banjing CDI coil combo and Dr. Pulley stuff. So I didn't want to handicap him at all. I wanted to give him, here's what it costs. Here's, if we do it this way, it's going to cost this much. If we do it this way, it's going to cost that much. And he was just like, yep, let's do it. So I needed to know because I was building the motor, and I needed to know because I was about to wire it as soon as I was done building the motor. This is something I just came up with as far as I was trying to figure out an easy way to mount it. I just bent up a bracket here, used some battery cushions, and then one zip tie to hold it in. But this bracket here is basically riveted to the frame, and then it just takes one zip tie and the thing's pretty steady. I have some cushions front and back, so it kind of fits in there snug. This cushion here seems to be, didn't seem to want to stick, so I'm just going to keep jamming it in there till it falls out. So just got done. We did a compression check on it, got the carb situated. We don't have a stacking filter on it yet. I sandblasted the stack. He had a stack that he brought me with a box of stuff, so we sandblasted. We're gonna paint it red to match, and then so we don't have a filter on it. But like I said, the jetting is off. Part of that could be from the filter, but it wasn't a little off. It was pretty, like one run up and down the road, she was wide enough to think that even the filter is not going to richen it up enough that I need to jump up maybe 2 jet sizes and try that out. She, when I let off, she backfired just a hair. We'll get it tuned in, probably get it to the owner this weekend, have him pick it up this weekend. As far as, I had a thought and then I lost it, but maybe it'll come back to me. But as far that's basically the only thing left to do. A little bit of tweaking. I want to take it for a couple more runs up and down the road, and like I said, rejet it. So that's it. She's done. Looking forward to seeing this on the track this season. If anybody's interested, lives in Florida now, contact me. Leave a comment on YouTube or find me on the JD's Custom Buggies Facebook page. Any questions? There is a Facebook group set up for MBX called MBX Mini Buggy Cross Revolution Racing. So I mean, if you're in Florida, you have a GY6 buggy, we would love to have you. At least come out, try it out. There's no, I basically there's no funner thing I've done in my buggy. In my yard. So it's fun. The camaraderie's fun. Just to be able to get to the track and hang out for the day and whatnot. and shoot the stuff on the buggies. If you live in Tennessee, keep your eye out, because hopefully within the next year, my plan is to at least have announcements for bringing MBX to up there, right in Madisonville. So, the track that we acquired. So, looking to spread it out, and hopefully, like, my goal is that maybe once a year we have to get together with guys in Tennessee. We got a road track. We'll set up some other buggy events, maybe. Have a big old bash of it. Maybe we'll do that a couple times a year. Just see what the interest is. So that's it for this. If you need parts for your buggy, go to buildbuggies.com. If you need a motor build, hit me up. Whatever, can help you out. So that's it for now. Thank you guys. JD's out.